up next, Nick.
Yeah, definitely one we highlighted in the Open. Joey Olivieri for the Scarlet Knights, ranked number 19 in the country, against number 6, Beau Bartlett. Beau Bartlett, 16-1 on the year, the sophomore, 39-14 for his career, qualified for NCAA's last year at 149 pounds. But man, as we mentioned earlier, as soon as this kid dropped the weight to make way for Shane Van Ness, who we'll see next, I mean, he has been nothing but spectacular this year.
Yeah, no doubt, Nick.
Olivieri, of course, burned another red shirt for the Scarlet Knights at 141 pounds this year for the now departed Sammy Alvarez, who transferred to Oklahoma State. But Olivieri filled in for him last year at 133 pounds, qualified for NCAAs as well. But he's up a weight. Already top 20 once again in the country, 13-3 on the season. Olivieri working the front head right now. More of a feeling out process so far. It's amazing, Matt, if you look at Bartlett's record this season, he's 16-1, but his only loss, Iowa's Real Woods, 4-1.
Yeah.
Safe to say Beau Bartlett's chasing the top half of the podium this year.
Sure.
Bartlett working that Russian tie. Olivieri did a nice job posting on the head. He'll break out of it. No shots taken by either wrestler yet. Till right there for Olivieri, but good defense from Bartlett. This would certainly be the match that could send a message if you're Rutgers, if Olivieri pulls off this upset. Bartlett does wrestle close in a lot of his matches. He's running down his scores, Matt, 4-1, 8-3, 12-3 major, 7-2, 7-1, lost 4-1 his last match. Dylan D'Amelio of Ohio State in their duel, just a 4-2 win. D'Amelio also ranked top 20 in the country. And we're gonna get a stop. It looks like Bartlett got poked accidentally. Guys getting physical, clubbing the head here. Under a minute to go, first period, still scoreless. Shot from Bartlett. Olivieri trying to defend the single leg. Bartlett chasing it now, dumping him. See Olivieri locking through the crotch here.
That's all he can really do. Hold on for dear life here.
Bartlett trying to turn into him. Olivieri still scrambling with them. Might try to get him over, but no. Grip is broken. Bartlett has two, looking for a turn. And now Olivieri bellies down late here in the first.
It's a big takedown late in the first period. Beau Bartlett getting after it, getting himself on the board.
Well, it's 2-0 in favor of Bartlett after the first. Olivieri will choose down. Now look at that, Olivieri locking through, but just the grip, not enough for Beau Bartlett there.
Right, and eventually you have to bail out of that before you get yourself in trouble, which is what Olivieri smartly did.
Olivieri right to his feet, looking for an escape to open the second. Trying to fight the hands. Nice mat return by Bartlett.
Olivieri in that sit-out position, trying to fight hands right now.
Good follow by Bartlett. Olivieri flips his hips, and he's up, and he's out for one.
Nice escape.
Riding time not a factor, but Bartlett has the advantage at 40 seconds, but now we head back to our feet. Just a 2-1 lead for the Nittany Lion.
It's a good match for Joey Olivieri to have at this point in the season with Big Tens right around the corner. Definitely a guy he could see again in the Big Ten tournament.
Absolutely. It's one of those matches, Matt, where you sometimes, you know, with the way the Rutgers schedule has gone the past couple of years, you have some very tough Big Ten matches at the end of the year, but sometimes you mix in a Princeton, or, you know, Princeton was late the other year. Not saying the quality dips, but obviously if you're going to see these guys in a couple weeks anyway, I mean, this is a big measuring stick for Olivieri, who just got hit with a stall warning as Bartlett works this single leg. Bartlett trying to go sky high with a good bounce from Olivieri, trying to avoid it, but he can't, and Bartlett drives through for 2. Bartlett just too strong.
That's what happens when you get that leg that high. There's really nothing you can do. Bartlett just textbook takedown there, right as Olivieri got hit with the stall call too. And now Bartlett's inching closer to that minute of ride time, which he could get before the end of this period. And he does. There's a minute with a 4-1 lead heading to the third. It's a pretty commanding lead for a guy like Beau Bartlett, Nick.
With the way this match has gone, you're not wrong. Second period comes to a close. Bartlett's got a 4-1 lead and the riding time advantage. Another look at that. Just goes for that trip.
Yeah, like I said, once you get that leg that high, like he has there, it's just an easy trip. Chase the far hip. Olivieri had no chance.
Olivieri's going to start the third period on top. Bartlett already up to his feet. You can hear from the Rutgers corner, want Olivieri to lift, but he just can't get a good grip on him, and Bartlett's out for 1. But, Matt, Olivieri did just cut the riding time. It's now below a minute, but it's at 59.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's significant, though. Just can't give up another takedown here.
You want to limit the damage from some of these Penn State hammers, but of course, if you're the Scarlet Knights staff, this is probably a match you circled saying, you know what, this might be a guy we can pick off. Olivieri working the front head right now, trying to drag him down. Underhook right side, but Bartlett able to defend and back out of it.
Yeah, if there's going to be one match that Rutgers picks off, it was going to be this one.
Certainly seems like it with the way the matchups look. If you look at projections, accolades, and history. And Olivieri, he's very close to breaking through to that upper tier. As Bartlett trying to work this single leg now, trying to elevate Olivieri, trying to keep his hips heavy. Bartlett up, and now he's going to carry him. They'll dump him. And there's two. Oh, he's got his back exposed. Beau Bartlett is going to get near fall points here, and now also looking for a fall.
Oh, that is deep.
Olivieri trying to fight it. Oh, that's very close.
It is close.
Bartlett trying to inch for the fall. Olivieri still fighting, 15 seconds. Olivieri will belly down. So a nice effort defensively, but 11-1 is your score in favor of Beau Bartlett. The major decision is now in play with time expired. Beau Bartlett with the riding time, a 12-1 major decision. He gets Penn State on the board. It's now 8-4. Rutgers still in front as we head to 149.
He's the real deal, huh, Nick? Look at this. Just flips him right over his back. And then just, really landed on top of him, threw in the reverse half. Look at this. He just ducks under, goes right to the reverse half.
Just caught him there.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to head to 174 pounds now. Jackson Turley for the Scarlet Knights there, All-American back from 2021 against the two-time national champion and number 1 ranked at 174 pounds, Carter Starocci. Starocci in on a quick shot, tree top position. Trying to switch to a double. Turley locking around the waist at the moment. Trying to force a scramble. Turley's good in those positions, but Starocci's a different animal. See him just scooting his hips. Trying to sit through is Starocci. Trying to lock up the legs. There's 2. And the two-time national champ is up 2-0. Starocci, Matt, how about this for a stat? 13-0 on the season. He's 50-2 for his career.
Yep. His third year.
Turley is out for 1, 2-1. Carter Starocci, Matt, is on a 41-match winning streak.
Shoo!
Good luck stopping him.
Yeah. Back-to-back national titles, as you mentioned, Nick.
And because of that COVID year, Matt, he actually has 2 more years of eligibility after this year. So if he can pull it off, he could become the first and likely only 5-time national champion.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something absurd?
That would be.
Turley trying to reach in on a single. Starocci going to re-attack, and Turley did a nice job avoiding the takedown. Believe it or not, Matt, these two guys have not wrestled each other before. Starocci chasing for that double again. He's going to get it 4-1. Starocci's only losses of his career were to Michael Kemmerer, the former Iowa All-American. That was in the Big Ten Finals. And he actually lost to Indiana's DJ Washington back in 2021. Obviously, there was a lot of Twitter buzz about that match from last week when Penn State wrestled Indiana. Starocci basically calling out Washington, saying, I'm going to get that one back, and he did with authority. Starocci trying to load up that arm bar on the right side.
He's got it.
That's deep.
Oh, he's going to run it right over Turley's ear.
Oh, he's not going to waste any time. Turley has to try to roll through, try to avoid the pin, but Starocci looking for a fall now. 26 seconds is a long time to fight off your back.
Oh, man.
Starocci trying to sit through.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Starocci trying to get that second shoulder. Turley rolls through, and he avoids the fall. 4 near fall points for Starocci. It's 8-1. Boy, that was nasty, man. You want to talk about a deep arm bar?
Yep.
Carter Starocci took down Makai Lewis, a Bound Brook, New Jersey native. Wrestles at Virginia Tech in the national finals in Detroit last year. Now look at the arm bar from Starocci.
Yeah, you know it's deep when you can really come out to the side and fully sit through, what you see right there. That left hip sits to the mat. But he got it a little too tight there, and Turley able to come out of it.
Yeah, good awareness by Turley to time that move to belly down. Now Turley on top in the second period. Starocci chose down.
Yeah.
I mean, if Turley had any shot to get any points, Matt, I mean, he has to go for these big tilts, which he's known for, Matt, but again, you're facing a different animal right now. Starocci out for one, a 9-1 lead. Turley, Matt, just 8-8 on the season. His career record at 32-22. Was an All-American back in 2021, 8th place at 174 pounds. Shut down early last year due to a shoulder injury, and just it's been a while since he looked like the flashy Jackson Turley we've seen in the past, Matt.
Yeah, that injury really set him back.
See Starocci trying to finish off this takedown. He does. 11-1.
See if Starocci can work any more back points here in the second period.
1 minute remaining. Second period.
Out of bounds they go. We'll reset the center. Turley in a big hole right now. Starocci, way this match is going, Matt, looking for a tech fall of his own. Actually, the only tech fall we've had in this duel so far was Dean Peterson taking out Gary Steen to open up the duel for Rutgers. Gave them a 5-0 lead. Rutgers won the first 2 bouts tonight. Went up 8-0. No Roman Bravo Young for the Nittany Lions tonight. Did not weigh in. Don't have the exact reason why, of course, but Turley trying to chase for a shot. Starocci defends. Look at these feints that Starocci's using, Matt. He's just getting Turley so off balance here.
He's just constantly moving forward.
Another takedown for Carter Starocci. 13-2 lead. Well, we know the Nittany Lions can score in bunches. You saw our last match at 165. Alex Facundo, 25 points on the board against the true freshman Luke Gayer. Starocci pouring it on right now late in this second period. Turley trying to get off from his base. Starocci too heavy right here. Second period comes to a close. And the two-time national champion has a 13-2 lead as we head to the final 2 minutes of the bout.
Rutgers choice. Jackson Turley. Scarlet Knights choose the bottom.
Turley's going to choose bottom.
He's on defense.
We mentioned that it doesn't get any easier for Rutgers, Matt, once we came into the second half of this match. 2 more national champs on deck for the Nittany Lions.
Insane, Nick. This lineup is
Every
just
year.
nuts. Every year.
Turley got the escape
Woo!
coming around and tried to chase Starocci, but there's the athleticism.
Yeah.
It's so hard to chase him down.
Just when you think you have him.
He had the ankle too, man.
Yep.
My goodness. Yep, no surprises for Penn State coming up. Will be Aaron Brooks at 184 and Max Dean at 197. Both won national titles last year. Brooks, that was his second. Turley with a scramble here. Oh, he's got Starocci right now looking for a cradle. But Starocci hanging onto that leg. It's not the most friendly position for Jackson Turley. Now Starocci trying to turn it into offense of his own. Looked good for a split second there. At the very least, Matt, Turley going to keep fighting out of those positions. They'll continue to scramble along the edge. Starocci turns back in. Now Turley, sprawl away. Out of bounds we go. 48 seconds to go. Over the Penn State bench. Just some of these matchups, Matt, you're amazed to see that some of the Rutgers wrestlers, it's tough for them to get their offense going. The defense is just so solid. Even a duck under attempt right there. Turley would normally score that on almost anybody else. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Carter Starocci, a beautiful re-attack for a 15-3 lead. It's those sequences right there, Matt, where that just shows signs of the old Jackson Turley to even just be attempting duck unders. And again, you're asking a lot going up against this man.
10 seconds.
Yeah, not the opponent you really want to be trying stuff out on, or trying to get back in the swing of things, rather. Not exactly trying things out on, but you know what I'm saying, Nick.
Well, Carter Starocci will come away with a 16-3 major decision, and Penn State increases the lead 19-8 with 3 bouts remaining. And now we head to another interesting bout right here. We highlighted in the open, Matt. At 184, Aaron Brooks for Penn State, the number. Aaron Brooks, a 2-time NCAA champion. Brian Soldano for Rutgers is a true freshman, ranked 14th in the country, the highest ranked wrestler for the Scarlet Knights, working a Russian tie here, but of course Brooks, I'm gonna let him get it that easily. But I find this one very intriguing, man. As we mentioned in the open, we know how Soldano's a wild man. Oh my goodness. What an ankle pick from Aaron Brooks.
He made that look so easy, Nick.
Woo. Soldano went straight back. 2-1 after he lets up the escape. Soldano with that overhook. Loves those positions, but again,
Another ankle pick.
different animal.
Low single.
Brooks going to shelve the leg. Hard whizzer here from Soldano. But not even close to being enough as Brooks makes it look easy. Aaron Brooks first broke out, Matt, ironically, in this arena during the 2020 Big Ten tournament. Held right here in Piscataway. Won the Big Ten title. No NCAA tournament that year was canceled amid the beginning of the COVID pandemic. But Brooks has won the last 2 national titles. Oh my goodness,
These ankle
another
picks
one.
are just something else. He knows exactly when he wants to hit it. He's got Soldano moving exactly where he wants him to move.
It's like you're just watching a clinic right now.
Yep.
Aaron Brooks, because he got the free year like all other athletes did in 2021, can still become a 4-time national champion for Penn State. Obviously the favorite to win it all again this year in Tulsa.
I would imagine he would be the favorite next year as well.
You'd be correct. As he works another takedown, 8-3. I don't think we're going to see many funky Soldano rolls here tonight, Matt. As Brooks going for a hazard roll tilt here, he's going to get some swipes. Got his count. Let's go. There's 4. Boy, he made it look. He's making this look.
Yeah, he's
really
doing this
easy.
Doing this to the number 14th ranked wrestler in the country, Nick. It just shows you the talent gap and how good this kid actually is. He's got an armbar in now.
I mean, Solando, of course, we've seen him all year, Matt. Been a bright spot for the Scarlet Knights. 20-6 as a true freshman. He was number 8 overall, pound for pound, in terms of the 2022 recruits, depending on which service you look at. 3-time NJ State champion. He's got plenty of accolades. He's been a breakout star this year. Obviously top 15, but I mean, you just mentioned that talent gap from Solando right now to a veteran like Brooks. It's going to be very hard for him to not win 2 more national titles. First period comes to a close, and Brooks already has a 9-point lead. Minute 42 of riding time. Another look at those ankle picks.
There's the right leg ankle pick, and I believe the next one he hit was on the left leg here. Yep, and then to the left side.
Too good. He's going to do it again right here, Matt, to start this second period. Works him down, another takedown. You think Aaron Brooks is working on that takedown right now?
Yeah.
Trying to sharpen it up before the tournament.
Right.
Sold out crowd here at Jersey Mike's Arena in Piscataway. Now, obviously, Rutgers has lost the last 6 bouts. Beg your pardon, last 5. And with the way this is going, it will be 6 in a row.
He's going for that roll through again.
Started out well for the Scarlet Knights, but fans are treated to some high-quality wrestling, though, Matt. As Brooks going to roll through another hazard tilt. Solando fighting off his back, but here come the swipes. I think Brooks only got 2 there, it seems like. And, nope, there's 4.
That's a tech fall.
Now you got 4, and that should do it. Yep, that will. 4 more, 18-3. Aaron Brooks, the tech fall. Midway through the second period, makes it look easy, and it's a 24-8 lead for Penn State. Aaron Brooks, Matt, 2-time national champion, put on an absolute clinic. 15-2 on the season for Penn State. Billy Janzer for the Scarlet Knights, the redshirt junior, just 6-8 on the season, Matt, but this is a kid that had to undergo back surgery last year, has dealt with some injuries this year as well, but he's starting to turn the corner a little bit, but again, facing a big-time opponent tonight.
Another tough ask. That's what this lineup throws at you.
Don't let the record fool you for Billy Janzer, a 2-time NCAA qualifier for the Scarlet Knights. Once at 184 pounds and qualified in 2021 at 197. 31-25 for his career. He's unranked by Intermat, but Flow Wrestling actually has him as an honorable mention now despite that record, as he's starting to turn up the juice a little bit. Probably at the right time, but again, you're asking a lot here against the defending national champion. Max Dean, 95-15 in his career. This is his second season with Penn State. Former Cornell wrestler, Matt, younger brother of Gabe Dean, the former 2-time national champion from Cornell. Dean's a 3-time All-American. He didn't wrestle in 2021 when he was still at Cornell. The entire Ivy League did not wrestle that season during the shortened COVID year. So he transferred to Penn State before last year and ended up winning the national title over Iowa's Jacob Warner in Detroit last March. Looking to repeat in his final season. Billy Janzer is a guy, Matt, who keeps a lot of matches close. Just the way he wrestles, his style is very odd even for the high-scoring guys. It's hard to score on him, even if there is a, so to speak, talent gap like this.
Right. Hanging in there so far. Dean is definitely the aggressor, but Janzer's staying in relatively good positions.
A lot of hand fighting going on through the first 2 minutes and change. Dean reached on a single there. Not too much from it, though. Janzer trying to work these underhooks. He loves these positions, Matt. Underhook and an overhook. A lot of upper body stuff. That was his bread and butter at Delsea Regional High School.
30 seconds.
been mostly his bread and butter throughout his time with Rutgers, which, hard to believe, man. I mean, this is his 5th year on campus.
Right.
He was like, just yesterday we just welcomed Billy Janzer to Rutgers, who does get hit with a stall warning here, has not really been on the attack. Dean, as you mentioned, Matt, has been the aggressor.
10 seconds.
Short time, first period, scoreless right now. A good fight from Janzer, but he was hit with a stall warning. We'll come to the end of the first. Janzer was 21-10 back in the 2019-20 season. That was before the tournament got canceled, of course. But he did qualify 184 pounds that year. That was the year, Matt, where everyone was thinking, all right, Billy Janzer, he's going to be an absolute stud for the next couple of years. But, of course, went up a weight during the shortened season. Very weird year for all. Still qualified for NCAAs, but that was his first year at 197. Of course, out all of last season. Was dealing with some early season injuries this year as well. Goes in on a single, but Dean able to defend. Dean is up by a point after his escape point. But who knows, Matt? Again, we've seen it. He might be peaking a little bit now, despite the record, as I mentioned before. So he could be wrestling at his best the first time in a long time, just ahead of the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, definitely what you want to see for Janzer. Get back in the swing of things. A couple more weeks of practice.
He's got good defense right now, able to avoid that takedown from Dean. Janzer certainly fighting right now.
1 minute remaining, second period.
Riding time not a factor. Max Dean, the 1-0 lead. Less than a minute to go, second period. Janzer does have a stall warning against him. So far, he's been able to circle back to the center. Dean chasing that single. On a leg now, Janzer trying to defend. Dean will fight through the wizard. Janzer back to his feet, avoided it for the moment. And now Dean drives through for a takedown. He's up 3-0.
Hard fought there. Finally able to get that takedown. Max Dean only took him a period and a half.
Late second period. Dean with a 3-0 lead. Trying to figure four the leg now. He does. Looking for a tilt.
10 seconds.
Janzer was able to belly down there. 5 seconds now. And that'll do it for the second period. Max Dean a 3-0 lead. Riding time only at 30 seconds in favor of the Nittany Lion. And look at the takedown.
Chasing that ankle.
Nicely done by Dean. Janzer chose neutral, Matt. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be stuck below Max Dean right now.
No.
Chasing another single leg. Janzer, good job to get his foot free. But in order to threaten the national champ, Matt, Janzer's going to need a takedown.
Yep.
And that's pretty tough to come by right now.
Dean is just pushing Janzer to the boundary on every, and there's another stall. Yep, just as I say it, Nick.
So Janzer got hit with the stall. Gives a point for Dean, plus this takedown, 6-0, just like that. Another look at Scott Goodale. And he knows this was going to be quite the challenge tonight, Matt. Started out well for the Scarlet Knights. 2 wins in a row. Of course, no Roman Bravo Young at 133 for Penn State tonight, so Rutgers took advantage and got the win from Joe Heilman. But after that, it's been all Penn State, as many expected from the #1 team in the country. Janzer did get out for one. Low leg single, trying to finish. Oh, Dean, great defense. Out of bounds they go.
I'll get the crowd going a little bit, though.
Yeah.
A little bit of offense.
6-1 Dean. Riding time not a factor. Trying to drive in another takedown. He's got the single. Covers the other ankle. There it is, 8-1. And now Dean trying to go to work and run up the score. No escape for Janzer yet. There it is, 8-2. Tracking down on that single. Another takedown for Max Dean, 10-2. Major decision now in play.
30 seconds remaining.
Workmanlike for Max Dean. Short time. Penn State about to win their 7th straight bout, courtesy of Max Dean. It's now final at the riding time point. Max Dean an 11-2 major decision over Billy Janzer. It's 28-8. Penn State out in front. One more bout tonight. Dean improves his record to 16-2 on the season. Greg Kerkvliet for Penn State, number 2 in the country, 11-1 on the year. Kyle Epperly will get the call for Rutgers. Beau McDermott, your starter, did return last week against Maryland, got the win, but again, been dealing with that knee issue. So he was not able to go tonight, but should be good, we think, at least at the moment, for Nebraska on Sunday. And obviously, Beau McDermott will be good to go for Big Tens next month in Ann Arbor. Kyle Epperly has made some appearances this year so far, Matt. Was actually key in that Michigan State duel last month. Had to avoid bonus points without McDermott in the lineup, and he did just that. Rutgers ended up winning over the Spartans. Greg Kerkvliet, quick tilt here. Trying to get some swipes. Go get him. He's a 2-time All-American, Kerkvliet. Finished 4th at heavyweight last season. He was seen as the biggest challenger to Gable Steveson last year, Matt. The former multi-time national champion from Minnesota, arguably the greatest heavyweight of all time. Obviously, he's gone from college wrestling. Kerkvliet and Mason Paris, the number 1 ranked wrestler from Michigan. They've been going back and forth in their careers. Kerkvliet actually has a 3-2 lead on Paris in their series. But that could be your national final in Tulsa next month. And it could be quite the Big Ten final in Ann Arbor. Kerkvliet getting a lot of cheap tilts right now. Trying to make quick work of Kyle Epperly.
Yeah, he could score, secure a tech in the first period here, Nick. One more of those. It's going to be 14-0.
He's going to let go of his grip. There's 14-0 for Greg Kerkvliet. Just finished his accolades, and now he's almost done.
Yeah. And here comes that cheap tilt one more time. It's
impressive.
It's just like a cross wrist cheap tilt. There
Well,
it is.
16-0 tech fall. He'll add on to the team score. Quick work for Greg Kerkvliet, your number 2 ranked wrestler in the country at heavyweight. Improves to 12-1 on the season. Add 5 points to Penn State. That will do it. Penn State comes into Piscataway and takes down Rutgers 33-8. Rutgers won the first 2 bouts, but it was all Penn State after that.